The most beautiful thing about history is everyone has one. Every culture, every race, every nationality has its own history. But the thing about one's history, another one's history don't make it your own. And a lot of times we get other people's or other cultures' history, but it has nothing to do with us. And becoming self or becoming a Moor or realizing that I was one before I proclaimed my nationality, I had to recognize. First step, I had to recognize what I was and what I was not. And that goes through history, but also genetically. So to be a Moor, first off, your mother now, has to be of African descent. Has to be. A Moor by ancestry. African descent, Moor by ancestry. Your mother comes from your mother. It comes from your mother. Example, Meghan Markle. Do you actually think Meghan Markle was just a Hollywood actress? Is that what you thought? She was just a Hollywood actress that the prince from all the way over the pond noticed and be like, yeah, that's the one I want. Y'all don't know anything about history. You can't get into the bloodline unless you was already in the bloodline. Why do you think the quote-unquote King Charles now couldn't marry Camille before he married Princess Diana? Peace to the gods. Because she wasn't of that blood. She is not royalty at all. But Meghan Markle is a duchess. Now, how do you think she became a duchess? You think because they just gave her that title, or was her mother born with it? Lesson step number 1. Step number 2 was the most strenuous step in knowing self, getting knowledge of self, becoming a Moor, realizing I was a Moor, a Moorish American. Well, I had to relearn everything. And I don't mean some things. I mean relearn everything. Everything that I was ever taught in school, everything I've ever heard, everything I thought I knew, I had to go back into it with a complete clean slate. And when I say relearn history, I don't mean learn American history or British history or Roman history or Egyptian. I mean learn it all. Study it all, learn it all, study it again. Step 2.